Inappropriate Sharpener. This sharpener appears deceptively innocent from the front side but looks totally inappropriate when you flip it over. Once it is turned around, you get pretty much convinced that it's surely X-rated and more suitable for adult stores rather than providing it to students. SPERM USB drive. In this era of growing technology, students require some storage device that is usually called USB. It is used to store and carry different assignments and projects to school, take a printout or even present them. This demand has increased to such extent that designer USBs are now being introduced that make fashion statements in data storage. The SPERM USB drive is way too inappropriate to be used at school. However, parents should have an eye on their children and make sure they do not use inappropriate school supplies. Inappropriate pencil toppers. Pencil toppers are all the rage in school, as it gives an opportunity for students to show off their favorite colors, characters, or whatever else seems fascinating to them. However, these penis pencil toppers are definitely inappropriate for school and not at all acceptable for students' use. Parents would have to keep a check on what their kids buy even for school now. There are various other funky school supplies which look way better than this. Cigarette pencil. Underage smoking is highly illegal as well as quite dangerous for you to start smoking at such a young age. So if you find a student to have a pack of what looks like cigarettes, then you might need to take a closer look to realize that it's wood wrapped inside rather than tobacco. This is inappropriate as students might develop a habit of smoking just for the sake of fun, which becomes harmful in the longer run. CONDIM eraser. Another inappropriate school supply includes CONDIM eraser. Having a mistake made by a cigarette pencil, you'd want to erase it with such eraser. Also, it might help you prevent from future mishaps. However, even if you've been to co-ed, this eraser is still not suitable for school. Yardstick. As a part of the math syllabus, students are required to bring rulers with them in classes to measure length, shapes, distance, etc. But sometimes there might be some students who take the ruler design to the next level and look into a stick that measures the male extremity instead. In theme, shapes and all. Inappropriate crayons. The word crayon brings colors and creativity in our minds, but this one's gone too far. These crayons have been made inappropriate by having names that even startles the teacher. It consists of texts like navy blue balls, mommy's bright red stretch marks and other attractive phrases defining colors. Horrendous pencil sharpeners. This is probably something you wouldn't want your kids to use unless you wish them nightmares. Not all sharpeners allow you to insert a sharp object into the eye socket. Matthew James Taylor designed this crazy sharpener called Sandy Pencil Sharpener. The eye is shown bleeding while the shavings come out from its mouth. This is quite creepy when it gets to kids using such products because they might end up inserting pencils in your eyes too. Bulletproof backpack. Worried about your kids from becoming a victim of a terrorist attack? Well, this bulletproof backpack will be the best option for your kids. This bulletproof bag has Kevlar inside, so it helps in protecting your child by acting as a shield so that your kid won't become a statistic in the headlines. Syringe pens. As the widespread use of drugs have been the increasing concern these days, using syringe pens is totally not appropriate at school. These pens normalize the concept of drug use and could lead to bigger problems. It would become much easier for students to dodge their teachers by showing them a syringe pen but actually having another real syringe with them.